this request came to think about someone, especially given what happened recently. But you know, as a student who inspires me, you often come to mind because of your work, especially. First of all, it's really the academic work. But then, well, I'll say especially, but what exceeded that for me was the kindness that I saw in you, that I wrote about in your recommendation.
Yeah,
And you know, but you're one of the strongest writers. And I have others, but you know, yeah, and you've seen from my comments on your essays, it's like a joy to read them. You know, and you're someone who knows how to use the semicolon. You know, and I didn't know how to do that till I was a sophomore in college.
Took a while,
yeah, okay. But the nuance, the analysis, your line of reasoning, all great. But the thing that struck me the first time, and I think it happened in this order, I think you put together that Excel sheet for scholarships for your cohort. And I thought that was an extraordinarily selfless thing to do. Because you're competing, in some ways you want to think, oh, there's a pie out there of a certain amount of money in schools, and I'm going after those scholarships. And I'm not saying people are, you know, naturally selfish about that, but most people don't share with competitors things that will help their competitors. You didn't even consider that.
Well,
I've never had a student who did that.
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't think of it that way.
No, of course not. And that's fantastic. I thought, oh, here's a student who's so generous. That was the first thing I noticed about the kindness of you. I thought, wow, that's great. And I responded that way. But then when the princess, you know, Daffodil Princess competition came up, and you were one of the finalists, or you were one of the competitors, you were so kind to Caitlin Nguyen in her speech, which you remember she did right in this class as practice. And that was so cool of you, and then she ends up winning, even though you competed too. And I remember how you thanked her. Now you're friends with her, of course. But that also showed this side of your generosity. So to match someone whose academic skills are this strong, and who has the maturity and kindness beyond your years, is really inspirational.
Thank you.
I don't want to get teary-eyed.
Okay.
No, but that's really moving for a teacher to see. And you went for the stars here.
Yeah.
And it was worth waiting for because Stanford offered you a full ride. It's astounding, Vanessa.
Thank you.
And yet you've earned it. So that's why it was so inspirational to me. But yeah, I think you're the kind of student who most people are going to stand out of the way because you're just going to do it. But you're going to do great for other people because it's in your soul. So yeah.
Thank you.
Amazing.
That's great to hear. Thank you.
It's all true.